fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, the place they call the Rock and the home of the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Okay,
they're
ready?
dealing with a second and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Takes the handoff. It's Pittman. Turning it on. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ellison. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The offense changing the play. The play action fake. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. on 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking deep down the right side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Lacey. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Fitted in the window for the score.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
On the double. Get set, get set.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
That's caught. It's Lewis. At midfield, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. The short hand is McClure. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short.
Moves.
Back to pass. Bringing the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And the defense dialed up the pressure, and they hit the quarterback, and that led to the pick.
No doubt about it, Reese. Pressure affects a quarterback's accuracy. He just was not able to set his feet on that throw. Ball got away from him a little bit, and of course that led to the interception.
Hold and fired complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Looking to pass. It's Lacey. Here comes the heat. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tulane.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Chapman. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Finds his man. It's McClure. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8.
Come on, set.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautifully.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Grab near the marker. It's Ellison. At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Now from inside the red zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Yeah, that probably just cost you the game.
The quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Works the middle of the field. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now improvising. Got out of trouble and throws. Zings it complete to the right. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down.
Cobra.
Motion from the wideout. They want to run this quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Okay.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Griffin. Slap.
Back to pass. Right on the money. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The green wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tulane right back to the line. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Green Wave! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Golden Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it along the sideline.
Bro, you're not even good. All you do is use a playmaker. That's all you do. You're not good.
17.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call.
Every big play you've made all game been a user playmaker. You got touchdown. You got a touchdown off a user playmaker and a kick return, bro. You're ass. Nah, that gonna get you beat. You're not gonna beat me, but that's the only way you can move the ball is use a playmate. You're not gonna beat me though.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Reed. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6.
Let's go!
Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. On target to the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down.
29 Philly.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on third down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were first and second down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance to have some success.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's Chapman. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Lacey. Fires to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line.
Green 25.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working that left side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the right. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Wide out, trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's McClure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Using his legs, it's Pittman. Jukes his way for more. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
That's reeled in. It's Lewis. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short.
Easy.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's caught downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Lion. Come on, set.
Touchdown, Tulane! They take the lead with the 6. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field. You spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Chapman. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. With the catch, it's Cunningham. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Golden Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Off play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that first half. And getting a sack right away on the opening play of the third quarter, That's got to get the juices flowing, and you know after that, they're going to keep this pass rush coming.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Get set.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Chapman. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Cunningham. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Golden Eagles are on the move.
Single. Set.
Looking downfield, it's Lacey. He lets one fly deep. He's got it at the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Wants to adjust the pattern. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure folks around that program feel that way. Something's up there in Lincoln. They're trailing by 14 to Minnesota. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of the drive comes from the 22.
Squirrel! Lasso! Let's go!
Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Slab!
Back to pass. Pressure coming. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Oh, they're after him. Got it. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots.
Touchdown, Green Wave! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Lacey. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered. Crack 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here. And this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
White 29. White 29.
Wants to go up top. Gonna let it fly. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Southern Miss. They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack.
Jackrabbit.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
Terrier.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Tulane now facing third and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Lacey. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Sends it back in motion. They go to the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll do it himself. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
4th down and short, and where do they put the ball? In the hands of their quarterback. This guy is so good. They trust him. He runs the option and keeps it himself and gets just enough for the first down.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Kill.
Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Big man has it, it's a 1st down and more. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And, man, that's a little frustrating. I like the job by the quarterback. Get the ball out. Let your receiver make the play. But just understand when the play's over. Like, I'm not going to cut that back up. I want to get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible.
Let's send the tight end in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal.
Check. Black twin. Here we go. Hut.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
That's cap. You stop doing it less, for sure. But I want to say the rest of the game. Good game, though.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Let's go!
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's McClure. And he gets the fumble back, but that clock is still an enemy. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short.
29 Philly.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the marker, it's Lewis. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
4-2 Spider. Gorilla.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's McClure. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
Get ready.
He'll keep it himself. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Check, check.
And the Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line.
27, Patty. Say hut.
Using his legs is Pittman. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game.